Hello everyone! Welcome back to Narrated Survival, the show where I don't really tell you exactly what we've been doing, but more just go over it in a bit of a narrative perspective, just giving you some of the highlights of what we have done. So in today's episode, we have moved all of our stuff into the base we built in the last episode, and we're also kind of expanding a little bit on it. Now in this episode I also want to tell you a bit more of what my plans are for this series, what kind of things I would like to build. I have three main goals and I will explain them throughout this episode. First thing I would like to do is I would like to make a lot of custom food. We have farms right in this mod pack with a few add-ons, and I would like to kind of automate some of those foods, have like a big kitchen somewhere maybe, just like have a bunch of this fun custom food for us. While I was moving all of my stuff from the old base into my new base, Ghost spent some time improving on his own base, making a bit of a storage area of his own a bit lower down below his base. After I finished moving all of my things to my base and kind of adding a few basic things to the base, I decided I wanted to take a little break and do some exploring. Maybe a little bit of resource gathering if I found anything interesting, but mostly just exploring the environment around us. So let's talk a bit about the second goal I have for this series. One of the mods we have in here is exposure, which basically is a camera that you can use to make some nice, well, I guess kind of like screenshots in the game, except they're kind of like pixelated and you can also put them up in photo frames. So what I would really like to do is make kind of like a museum where I display like a bunch of cool photos I've taken throughout this episode and throughout the series, as well as maybe like other artifacts like some specific loot we found, like treasure maps, decorated pots, things like that. Just make a bit of a big centerpiece that just houses all of these things for people to visit. So the third goal is probably the most ambitious. I want to make kind of a town. I want to have a bunch of different buildings, each dedicated to like specific articles, specific items, and just make like a bit of a booming town that's fun to walk through. One of the main things I'm going to be using this for is I'm going to make an automated storage system that runs throughout this town. I have never made a legitimate item sorter in vanilla Minecraft. I've only done like easy solutions in modded Minecraft. So I really want to take on this challenge for once. But I don't want to just have a big row of chests that I walk past. I want to have something fun to look at. Which I'm just going to make a bunch of little houses. I'm going to be planning a layout for that in the next video. But in this video I make a small start on this by covering up this big hole in the ground and making kind of just like a little mine for me to go through, so I have somewhere to go to gather the resources down below. So the insides of the mines are a little bare bones for now. Maybe I'll come back to this in the future, but for now it's fine. It's just a place in the mine and you don't really see it from up top anyways. Now of course the outside of the mine is still a little blocky, so I want to add a little bit of detail to that. So on one side I'm adding kind of a little planter because it's quite close to my base and I don't really have any room there to make something bigger. Does it make sense for a mine to have a big planter? Not really, but this is Minecraft, so who cares. And for the other side, I thought it would be cool to have a big blast furnace for smelting all the ores that are dug up. I have a lot more room here, so I figured it would fit nicely here. Now we haven't exactly been to the nether yet, so you might wonder how I got my hands on the soul campfires, and the answer to that is the village smokestacks that you've seen throughout the videos. They apparently use soul campfires, so I just went over there, harvested those so I could recraft it myself and use them for my blast furnace. And I then just replaced them with regular campfires so you could still see the smoke. While I was kind of decorating the outsides a bit, I was thinking about what I should do with this boulder that was here. And honestly, I was thinking like moving that would realistically be quite difficult. So how about I just keep it there and I built like a little crane on top for moving the hot cauldron of molten iron. So while I was building the mine, Ghost had finished moving his items into his new storage area and decided to further expand on his base, adding a little tower on top to add some height to his base. He then also expanded his farm and eventually started working on the fish's hut. Now with both our bases looking a lot nicer than it did at the beginning, it is pretty much time to wrap up this episode. I should mention that from this point on, my video and Ghost's video might be a little bit out of sync from each other, because now we've kind of gotten to a point where it's gonna be getting difficult to keep the same progress in each of our videos, since each of us is working on our own things, and it's kind of hard to keep showing both perspectives without kind of influencing the flow of the videos. So, you might sometimes see that his video is either further ahead or further behind compared to my video. But anyways, for now I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you take the time to watch Ghost's perspectives on his channel.
Yeah, but you just have to basically keep going forward and then you find it.
Oh yeah, I see it going down. Ow, 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 my head. You really couldn't have dug it one higher.
Nope. Why would I?
Because now I keep bumping my head.
Well.
Okay, the entrance is being camped by a skeleton.
Yeah, there are animals, of course.
Animals, okay.
Mobs.
Are
Never
they
mind.
following me? Yeah, of course they're following me. Hey, zombie, back! Yeah.
Like after this, when I've built this, like I'm feeling doing some resource gathering, and then when I got some resources, maybe I'm gonna place some trees around my base. I've never seen anyone be less prepared. Yeah, I've got my...
Oh, well, thank you.
You need some more torches?
They're stuck. Right, thank you.
You need more torches, or you good?
Should be fine. I only did a little bit of this side.
Well, I don't have any... what the... What the...
But blood moon doesn't last as long.
I guess. I don't mind.
Are you
Again? Maybe it's just a chat message, because the sun is legit coming. Oh no, the sun is going down. The sun.
What the f-
What? What happened?